Why you can understand English but can't speak English. Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Elder. I am an English learner and I'm learning English, and in this channel I share my tips and I share my journey in the learning English process. And in the last video I asked if I can create a group where we can interact and practice our speaking, and you guys said that I can create, and then I created the group. The link is in the description below. It's a WhatsApp group, so yeah, just join us there. So guys, one of the problems that we face, we English learners, is that when we are trying to speak English, it just won't come out. Understanding English is very common, but speaking it is very challenging. In this video, I'm going to talk about the reasons behind that, why you can't speak English, and how I did overcome this problem. The reason number one is understanding versus speaking. This might be very simple to understand and very obvious to say, but understanding is different from speaking. I know a lot of you guys are able to understand videos of teachers or videos of films or TV series, but you guys just can't speaking. It won't come out. And basically, there are 4 reasons, maybe more, behind this. But I'm going to share with you guys the reasons that I think are the most important. And then in the next video, I will make a video on how to fix those problems. So reason number 1, active versus passive vocabulary. So guys, think with me. I'm pretty sure that you have enough vocabulary to start and maintain a conversation, but you just can't use it. But why does this happen? Maybe it's because you don't use it often. Just think with me. Learning a new language is just acquiring a new knowledge. And if you acquire knowledge and don't use it, the brain will think that the thing you just learned is not important and it will disappear. Just like that. So what is active vocabulary? Active vocabulary is the vocabulary you use often. The words that every time you try to speak English come without any effort. That is active vocabulary. And passive vocabulary is basically the vocabulary that won't come out. The vocabulary that is deep inside your mind and just comes out when, for example, you are watching a TV series and the characters are saying these words and you can understand because you know, but when you are trying to speak, it's not the first thing you think of. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So that's the reason number 1. The reason number 2, I think you can understand and can't speak, is because of confidence. I faced a lot of time this problem and I'm still facing this problem. But think with me, how are you going to be confident speaking English if you do not practice speaking? You won't be confident in speaking English if you don't practice English. It's as simple as that. And there's a good method to practice speaking English without having to put much effort on it. The technique or method is called the shadowing technique. Just go in this video and you will see how the shadowing technique works. And in the next video, I will talk about how to overcome all the problems that I'm talking about in this video. So subscribe to be notified. And let's go back to the topic. Reason number 3, I think English learners understand but can't speak English, the education approach. A lot of us had their first contact with English in school. And in school, they just focus on writing and reading. You don't focus on speaking. There are very few moments that you speak English actually. But the most common thing is that you just practice reading and writing. I'm not saying that reading doesn't help with your English. In school, we learn reading because it's important for our learning process. But it's not effective when we are talking about speaking. Because think with me, when you are reading, you are having a story that you have to read. You have to see words and then read. But when you are speaking, you are having an interaction. Reason number 3 or 4, I don't know. But the other reason is output versus input. So guys, one thing I realized is that we have to stop being consumers and be producers. How many videos did you watch on YouTube on how to speak English like a native, or on why you can't speak English? You have to start just watching and then try to practice and implement these tips. But don't get me wrong here. What I'm saying is that you are putting information in your head. You have to reproduce it in order to practice speaking. And the shadowing technique is very, very powerful for this. And last not least is about grammar. I'm not going to say here you don't have to learn grammar, because you do. You have to learn grammar in order to speak better English. But don't focus just on grammar. The only grammar you have to know is the basic grammar that will help you to structure better your sentences and the words you are going to speak, because it will help you to not speak broken English. Guys, that was the video, and please subscribe and don't forget to hit the link in the description to join us on WhatsApp. Yeah, see you in the next video.